Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome back to another edition of the Regional Review. My name is Enzo Amuele, the correspondent for Namibia Media Holdings in the Central North. Today is Random Act of Kindness Day. Please do be kind and always act kind. Welcome back, viewers, from our daily ad. First up in our news, the Otjiwarongo residents have raised concerns over the number of potholes in the town that causes accidents and damaged vehicles. The residents also raised concerns of poor service delivery at the municipality. They raised concerns such as they pay hefty amounts to get proper services, but nothing is being done. And we also, Namibian Sun, or rather Regional Review, tried to get hold of the CEO, and unfortunately we cannot get hold of the CEO to get answers as to when these roads will be fixed. And due to good rainfalls that were passing by through the past 2 weeks, the potholes actually have gotten very worse, and drivers are struggling to get through their day. And some of them flocked to Facebook to react, and some of them said that most of these potholes are at schools and they may cause one of the children to be ran down. Well, we do hope that the municipality of Otjiwarongo do something about the extreme potholes in the town. Next up in our news, we head over to our Tsumeb Mayor, Mateus Hangula. He shares with us some of the plans and accomplishments he has, and he also shares with us that some of the developmental projects have already kicked off, such as the maintenance of the sewage around the town. And he also mentioned that the cultural village is being renovated. Please watch the following.
Yes, very good morning. I'm Matthew Angula, the mayor of Tsumeb. I'm particular honor to have you this morning in Tsumeb as a journalist representing Namibia Media Events. Tsumeb town, like any other town in this country, have been facing so many numerous challenges, more especially that were brought about by this pandemic, COVID-19. But despite those challenges, as a town, we are focused, and we have identified some of the projects that are ongoing. Currently, we are upgrading the President's Avenue Road to a bitumen standard. As we are speaking, the work is already ongoing, and probably by end of March, that road will be open for pedestrians and also the car to drive on that new upgraded road. The other important project that's also underway, we are also upgrading the sewage plant, because as we all know that this sewage plant was designed to cater a very minimum number of people, but now, as we all know, the Tsumeb is growing, and also urbanization is also one of the forces that is attracting people to come and search for job opportunity and also other opportunity. Henceforth, Tsumeb happen to be one of the entry points from the north when people are going to the south. And we are now currently upgrading that sewage pond so that at least it can accommodate a great number of the residents. The tender was already awarded as we are speaking. The constructing company is already on site, and we are hopefully probably by end of May they will be able to conclude this journey. The other project that we are also running, we are also upgrading the cultural village. It's a very important heritage that is named after the wife of our founder president, LV Kondobolo Bingana, a cultural village. We are now busy reconstructing some of the houses, traditional houses, and I believe Chumeb is also one of the few towns in the whole Namibia that is still preserving our culture, as our culture is our heritage. Henceforth, we want to also to teach our children and also the generation that will be taking over, so that they know where we come from as in terms of culture.
Well, the mayor is indeed very, very confident that the residents of Tsumeb will receive service delivery at maximum quality. Next up in our news, the chairperson of the National Council, Lucas Sinimbo, conducted regional visits in Otjanjuba region and Kavango East from the 14th of February to the 27th. The regional visits by the office of the chairperson is part of the outreach program activities set out in the National Council of 2017 and 2018 to 2021 to 2022. Strategic plan aims to enhance public and key stakeholder participation in the legislative process.
Sinimbo Lucas Moha are my names, the chairperson of the 6th National Council. We are in Otjanjuba region, Okakarara in particular. We started with the outreach yesterday, where we have seen the Honorable Governor and the leadership in Chivarongo. Yesterday we were in Kaltfeld, where again we could see the learners, and we are very, very happy to, I'm happy in particular to indicate that my engagement with the learners was more fruitful. And today, like I said, we are in Okakarara, and as part of the courtesy, we paid a visit to the 3 traditional authorities who together came at one place and launched some submissions on the developments of Okakarara in particular, and traditional authorities in general. Part of the submission that they made was that the central government should at least look at the possibility of reviving the Okakarara sport facility. And then I took it upon myself to come and see the Okakarara sport facilities that I used to know those days. Like I indicated earlier, this is the sport facility that was even catering us, those of us who were there for national competitions of athletic. That's before independence. And then when I came here, I still wanted to see the view that I had by then, but coming here, it's something different. It is in a dilapidated stage where it requires some assistance of some sort for it to be revamped. Now, the submission that was made was that we, as central government, should at least do something so that we bring it to the level that this sports facility was during those days.
But well, it is indeed a privilege to see government officials on the ground getting knowledge of what is happening and visiting facilities. Next up in our news, an accident occurred on the B1 road 20 kilometers outside of Chiwarongo on your way to Okanja over the weekend. It is alleged that a VW sedan Jetta collided head-on with another VW vehicle, and six occupants in the vehicles succumbed to their injuries. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of our news segment. Right now, we head over to an interview with Christo Groenewald, who's one of the directors of Rubicon Security Group. He shares with us how Rubicon started and how it's doing now.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Christo Groenewald. I'm one of the owners of Rubicon. So Rubicon started as a business in 1997, on the 1st of February 1997. And that was after the old Tsumeb Corporation Limited mine decided to ring-fence its operations, the security operations, into a private business. So Rubicon, the employees of Rubicon at that time, they worked for TCL, and then at that time when Rubicon was created, all those employees were then engaged by Rubicon itself. So being a security company that commenced its operations while it conducted a service to the mining industry, our experience as such is also that we are very exposed to mine security. And but also, as we have developed over the years, we have also engaged into retail security and all other kinds of security services that you normally found that a security company would do. During the years, we have also added to our package services like two-way communication, because we do two-way communication within the company by means of radios. Also fire protection services, because we protect people and assets in terms of our service delivery. So we have started to create other businesses, such as Rubicon Radio Services, which is a dedicated service for two-way communication. Our clients in that field is, for example, contracting companies, also mining companies. As far as fire is concerned, we've also created this business, Rubicon Fire Services. We also render this service all over the country. That is now the sale of firefighting equipment, training in firefighting equipment. Also related to that is first aid training. Then we also have our own clothing factory where we've manufactured our own uniforms. Now that business has also expanded to such an extent that we have now created a business initially called Rubicon Workwear, but it's now called Rhino Workwear, where we manufacture workwear, schoolwear, sportswear to the whole of Namibia. So that is a business which creates a lot of employment opportunities, especially for women and more breadwinner females. Even incapacitated persons in wheelchairs can also work in the factory. So we are very proud of that business of us. Now, being also a 24-hour operation, there was a demand for passenger transport from the mines in the area, especially the mines. So we have also then started to purchase passenger buses. So we are also transporting the employees of the shift workers of the mines in the area. Not only in this area, but we've also expanded to the coastal areas and in Windhoek. So anybody wanting to use our passenger transport services can also engage with us, and as such we have established. I would also like to just mention the few challenges that we have, more specifically in the field of security. Rubicon is one of the bigger players in the industry. We have now reached our 24 years of age milestone. But our service structure is such that it seems as if it is maybe expensive to use our service. But together with providing the service comes a lot of backup support in the form of trained personnel, equipment, security equipment, vehicles, additional supervisors to ensure that the service is rendered properly, and all of that comes at a cost. Compared to those security service providers that is coming into the field lately, they undercut the rates, they don't pay salaries according to legislation. But those are the guys that's receiving the contracts. So that is a bit of an unfair practice in the country. The level playing field is not level. One of the challenges that we do have. So, but other than that, I think we are happy that we still live in a country where we do not have this very serious crime. The crime that we do have, we can deal with to a certain extent. From which point the Namibian police will take over any crime activity. So yeah, we are looking forward also to grow the business even further, and hope that the next 25 years will be as good as what we had over the last 25 years. So thank you for the opportunity.
Well, that was indeed an interesting interview with Mr. Groenewald right there. Now we head over to our weather report for the day.
Taking a look at the weather for the central north for this week, Okahanya can expect patchy clouds for the next 2 days and showers on Saturday with temperatures at the 30-degree mark. For the rest of the central north, it looks as if the rain has subsided, with patchy clouds and mild weather forecast for Otjiwarongo, Tsumeb and Grootfontein for the next week. A sunny and hot day is forecast for Okakarara today, although some clouds are expected from tomorrow onwards, along with rising temperatures that are expected to hit 34 by next Tuesday.